Hey wonderful people, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Back with another fragrance review at this channel, Joy Amin. I am going to look at one very rare to find fragrance. As you can see from title, it's a Guerlain fragrance, and Guerlain, it's like a house people are often confused, designer or niche or somewhere in between, because designer, they have some on the designer side, some of the upscale side. So basically it's a very posh and one of the oldest house. They have a lot of fragrance in the collection. So Guerlain, the fragrance we're going to be looking at today is called Guerlain Homme L'eau Boisée. So the specialty of this fragrance review is going to be, this is going to be the wooden cap version. Okay, this is courtesy of one of my brothers who lent me this precious bottle of his for me to try and review. And today, yes, today is the day I'm going to be reviewing. Most of the time you'll see the plastic cap version, or they have a newer version, the tall long bottle. That one I haven't tried. I haven't even tried the plastic cap version, but this is basically the vintage version of Guerlain Homme L'eau Boisée. So I got to know about this fragrance from how channel Emitsu, simply put sense, Emitsu. How are you, brother? How are you doing? So basically it's his credit that I am looking at this fragrance today. So Guerlain, I have got to try their ideal low medial line. I used to own the cologne, parfum, the EDT version. Then I did try Guerlain's vetiver line, EDT, EDP. EDT I haven't reviewed, but I did try it. Then they have Guerlain, was the other one, Abbey Rouge, that line. Then they have the ever so popular Liege, L'Instant de Guerlain. I have the vintage Liege, the border version here. So these are my favorite fragrances, but Guerlain, I really feel it's a very mature house, very mature fragrances, and it doesn't really go in typical like designer path, like not like let's say Paco Rabanne or Versace or Armani. They do things a little bit differently. So they have the maturity about the fragrances, and their in-house perfumer is Thierry Wasser, and he does all their fragrances. So let's see what you get in this. So thanks to my brother who lent me this bottle, who hunted down this bottle after a lot of research, I guess, and he's always my brother. He knows who he is. So yes, basically these fragrances have 50 and 90 or 50, so 50 and 80 ml, or I don't know, the smaller bottle size. This is 80 ml, the bigger bottle size. So this is how the box used to look like. EDT concentration. Guerlain, they have their this locket like thing here, white, and this is brown color at the side. Up there, their older logo. The back there, I think this is some more information. These are made in Paris, France. Okay, I guess made in France. Yeah, it's written here. So very rare find, by the way. And this is the bottle. This is light green color, mojito color bottle, juice color. They also have Guerlain Homme. That one I think is called officially the mojito of the fragrance game. This one not so much mojito, but it has some like properties that will remind you of that one. So this is basically a summer slash spring kind of fragrance. Okay, it's kind of like green, herbaceous, kind of a heavy kind of fragrance. I would say very long lasting. So this one comes with that wooden cap. This one you won't see. It has nice sort of a design going on here. So yeah, the name Homme L'eau Boisée, green juice. Bottom is your sticker, like this. So I have it sprayed on my hand for some time. I know the dry down. Let me show you the sprayer. I don't want to waste so much of this juice. The sprayer looks like that. Very nice sort of sprayer. Got some design going on. Let's spray this here. Good sprayer. Very good mist. So this fragrance, I have it in front of me, open. The nose breakdown, but mostly this is classified as green, woody, aromatic citrus. Okay, and I would agree to that on most part. This one definitely has this beautiful, brilliant citrus blast. Moment you sniff it, the citrus and mint really hits you right up front. If you know this fragrance, Cartier Roadster, also Roadster Sport, either one of those fragrances you like, this is definitely must check out. This fragrance is not all about citrus though. Okay, in the dry down it gets much darker, heavier, vetiver, but somewhat the citrus properties hang back a little bit, but not citrus as much. Mint and citrus, hint of it, they mix with the vetiver. So there are notes also like there is, I think, the rum note, and there is also grassy note. They have some geranium and musk, and I think there's woody aspect to it with, yeah, woodsy notes. So basically it's a combination. It's not going to work for everybody. I was thinking like this is going to be something I would blind buy. The opening is so good. Like this is the kind of opening I look for a fragrance. In a fragrance, the mint and the citrus, lemon, lime, very zesty, very uplifting, you know. I wish it stayed like that for a very long time, but it does go away after 5-10 minutes. And what you're going to be remained with is that grassy green vetiver, and it gets a little bit dark with that boozy rum. So the rum basically is not that boozy, I would say. It's not like a super boozy like Bentley for Men Intense or any of those boozy fragrances. No, it's not like that. This one is basically dominated by vetiver, green fragrance, and that's where the maturity comes, because vetiver is a dark, like if you know Encre Noir has that vetiver, Terre d'Hermes has vetiver. So not everybody can, you know, pull those off or like those notes. This is for people who like green fragrances, okay? Very easy. If you also enjoy Carven, this one, Low Intense, this is a masterpiece by Francis Kurkdjian. This is much more heavier on not just mint, also got ambergris sort of feel and musk, okay? So if you like those two, Cartier Roadster and that Carven, this is something you can check it out. But that mojito feel sort of, it comes from that mint, you know, like the crunchy sort of mint, like a spearmint, like a gum or something. You take a fresh bite, and the first mint that hits you, you get that fresh mint you get from this very authentic and very high class mint. So I think the way you're going, I tried the vetiver from Guerlain line. Vetiver I felt was very much like love it or hate it. I did not appreciate the extreme version, but the EDT I would like to try. So this fragrance, I would say again, mature crowd. Not everybody is gonna appreciate this fragrance for sure. This has maturity written all over it. It's not very versatile in that way that it will work with every age. I think this is gonna work with people over 30, 35. I don't like to put age to any fragrance, but yeah, it does smell a little bit mature, and it has that like some depth, some niche quality about it, you know. So this is very grassy vetiver. I saw Mark talking about this. He said he looked for this from Carolina Herrera. Wait, let me show you this fragrance. It's also a nice vetiver based scent, grassy 212 Men from Carolina Herrera, but he said that one didn't do it for him. So I also see like this one is a very fresh cut grass also, but a lot of pepper in this. So the pepper could be very, very, let's say, if you sniff it, yeah, it also, it's little bit teenager like, little bit youthful. So if you are in your youth, teenager, this is something maybe you want to look at this in this direction. But if you're a mature nose and you're looking for something great vetiver, like, excuse me, Tom Ford Grey vetiver, if you like that one, this is something you can look at. If you like Rassasi's Wow Woody, you can check this out. Even if you like Guerlain's vetiver, this is something I would look at. But the twist of mint and lemon, that makes it nice sort of for me. I love the opening a lot more than the dry down. And people would say your nose is not that mature. Yes, I am not a very mature nose. I do like my fresh fragrance a lot more. So the darkness of the vetiver, it's nice. I wouldn't lie. It's not bad. It's nice. But for hot condition, I don't think this is gonna be that pleasant, because it has that bitterness of the grass. It has something bitter about, you know. It has something bitter about it, and that lemon that's gonna follow the trail, it mixes that bitterness and kind of gives you, like, if you press the lemon bit too much, it becomes kind of like bitter, and then the bitter grassy sort of feel starts popping up. So some people who like their niche fragrances, this is for them. You know, if you are looking for something with suit and white shirt, this is a formal fragrance, I would say. So Emitsu's review, I think not based on this one, he reviewed the plastic cup version. I don't know how that smells, but this is definitely mature. It's somewhat reminding me of, I'm not gonna say Pour Monsieur by Chanel all the way, or Egoist because of the wooden cap, but it's that level of maturity. So bear that in mind. You definitely should give it a try. It's a formal fragrance for summer and spring, but I do not see this everyday wear. You know, someone is not going to be reaching for this as much as, let's say, Chanel Allure or that Dior Sport. Those are much more easier, more fresher to pull off. This one, that base that you have, the musk, the geranium, grassy, woody notes, this is going to work for people with maybe mild cold weather. Springtime would be great. So overall longevity, it's damn good. This is a surprising factor. Like, not many Guerlain fragrance I can say this. Like my Liege, this one I get beast mode. This one is my favorite Guerlain fragrance, hands down, any day. So if you talk about longevity, it's not quite as good as that, but for the fresh fragrance, this one lasts well over 6 to 7 hours mark. If you have it on shirt, it will cover your whole working day. So very impressive longevity. Projection is 2 to 3 hours, very good also. So performance has no issues. So price for this nowadays, I think, is going for $100 plus, because it's hard to find. Try out the new bottles, maybe it's much more affordable, but I would definitely tell you, if you're looking for more budget version of this, because this 80 ml, and if you pay $100, it's kind of pricey. The carbon goes for much less. It has also the mint, a different fragrance, but does its purpose. And the Cartier Roadster, this is a masterpiece for me. This one you can have it for $45 top for a 100 ml bottle. Okay, this one gives you fantastic mint, fantastic. I tell you, this mint and the whatever combination in this and the, I think tonka or something, there's some other notes in this, I forgot exactly, but this fragrance is so good, right? So yeah, you can try out any of them, no problem, but this is a classic, and I would say this is very good, but accurate taste. Okay, so overall for the quality, this fragrance, I will give this like for longevity and projection, it will give it like 8.5. Smell, I'll give it, to my liking, it's 7.5. I would not wear this every day. I may not hunt down a bottle because I want a little bit more like CK1 summer. You know, my nose is my more basic bitch. I like more citruses, more mojito, more cocktail, more tequila. Maybe vetiver, I need more time to grow with vetiver, you know, that's what I'm saying. So it depends on where you are in your fragrance journey. But this is for mature crowd, you're gonna love this fragrance, trust me. If you have a mature nose, you like niche fragrance, if you like vetiver, one of the best vetiver done in a very classy way. These are good days of Guerlain. So overall fragrance, for what it is, I'll give it still 9 out of 10. Very good fragrance, very good quality, very beautiful bottle, and worth hunting down, but perhaps I'm not sure it's worth the $100 mark unless you are a collector. That's the review for today. Hopefully you liked it, and perhaps I'll do one more review much later today. See you soon. Have a very nice day. Bye bye.